Morning.
Wait, film those guys first. Look at these double dogs.
Look at these boots right here. Especially this one.
Hey!
Hey, boots! Look at these motivated. You can't zoom in?
No, we can't.
Look at these motivators right here wearing their
Green on green.
jogging suits.
Because they're light duties, and light duties don't PT, but they do.
We call them fat nasties.
Hey now. Hey guys, today I'll be talking about going from the Army to Marine Corps, what to bring to boot camp, and also my daily workout routine. This is Cheeriomartinez Martinez, and I'm not wearing any pants.
National observance, I need you to think for you and stop being a servant. Pawns only move a square.
As you guys can see, kind of, I have a new shirt. Another new shirt, obviously. This one's pretty badass. It has guns and stuff. Fucking shit's dope, son. I know I haven't made a lot of videos, even though I said I do. I'm just a fucking liar like that, I guess. Yeah, I've been really busy with school, and then I hang out with my friends. Then I have my daughter, and then, you know, of course, I have to go out on dates. I wanted to go from the Marine Corps to the Army because I heard that you could still do it, but I don't know if you're allowed to anymore. Going from the Army to the Marine Corps is hard. I have heard, I'm not sure, I have heard that you have to go through boot camp, Marine Corps boot camp, in order for you to become a Marine, even though you already went to the Army's basic training or whatever. Really quick, what should you guys take to boot camp? A lot of you guys wanted me to make like a whole list of like shit you should take to boot camp and stuff, and a friend of mine who actually goes to college with me, she watches my videos, and we met up and stuff, and her and I talked. She asked me a whole bunch of questions, and one of her questions was, what should I bring to boot camp? And I told her, I don't know how it is for female Marines, but for me personally, I didn't take anything. That's what my recruiter told me. And he also told me to like take like a small Bible or a small address book, like a really small one, so you can write your letters to your parents or whatever. You don't really need to take that much stuff. It's not like you're gonna go on a camping trip. Whatever your clothes that you're gonna have, that you're gonna take off and put on, because you automatically, as soon as you get there, they're gonna put you in uniform. So you're gonna put your clothes in like a box, and then you're gonna stack that box in warehouses, and you're not gonna see that box until you get out of boot camp. So there's no point of you bringing a whole bunch of luggage. The most that I would bring is your wallet, an address book, and some other religious items that you might want to take. I wouldn't take another change of clothes. I wouldn't take anything else. You don't need soap. You don't need anything else, because they provide everything. Don't even take a book, because if you think you're gonna have time to even read a book in boot camp, you're crazy. My workout routines throughout the week that I've been doing so far is, on one day I do upper body, which I just punch the shit out of my bag. That's kind of like a cardio in a way, but it's also working my arms, because I feel my arms pretty sore the next day. So I do that for like half an hour to maybe like an hour, and I do like maybe a few push-ups. And before and after, though, I stretch out and everything to make sure that, you know, I don't fucking pull anything or anything crazy like that. And then, like, on the day afterwards, I'll go running. Just to get my stamina going, and so I can last longer in whatever activities I may need to do. After I go running, I come back home and I do, like, a few sit-ups and a few like ab exercises, and you need to do that while you're still, like, you know, while your heart rate is still high, so that way you can keep your workout going. Because if you stop and rest and then do it, it's not going to really help much. It's better if you do it like right afterwards, as soon as you can. I want to be evenly proportionate, because right now I'm not in shape, I'm A shape. Back in 1962, back in elementary school, my real name is Eleuterio, or Eleuterio, as some of you people might say. My real name is Eleuterio Martinez. So in school, I had trouble telling people what my name was. And the teachers would always ask, hey, what's your name? And they will have trouble reading it. And I'll be like, oh, it's Eleuterio. And then the teachers would be like, oh, I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna call you Cheerio or some other weird fucking name. And then some kid who was kind of like my friend, you know what? I'm gonna call you Oreo. Okay. You know, I didn't have many friends. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna call you Cheerio. Because Cheerio and Eleuterio, they kind of sound the same. Okay, cool. So from then on, I didn't think that nickname was gonna stick. Ever since elementary school, it stuck with me. And it's not because I brought it up. It's mostly because other people in my elementary school that I went with, you know, went with me to middle school and high school. So whenever the teacher would be like, in one of my middle school classes, they would call my name. They'll be like, Eleuterio, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, it's Eleuterio. And then one of my friends or guys that know me will be like, oh no, call him Cheerio. His nickname's Cheerio. Fuck shit. Yeah, it's Cheerio. You can call me Cheerio. And everyone would laugh, and I would die a little bit inside. That's how I got my nickname. Well, after you talk to a recruiter, it's not like you just leave for boot camp right away. You still have to take an ASVAB test. You still have to see if you're medically good to go, because you might have something not wrong with you, but something that might not let you go to boot camp right away because of something that you have medically wrong with you. I think sometimes you can choose to leave as soon as possible, but I don't know now, you might not be able to. At boot camp, it wasn't that hard because it's tan belt. Everyone in boot camp has to learn it. You learn some cool stuff, and you think you're a total badass when you learn these things, but when it comes to real life, don't use them because you'll just get your ass kicked. You guys have a right to be proud and shit, because I was a fucking motard when I got out. But don't try to like go up to your bully and be like, hey motherfucker, I'm a Marine now, and then get your ass kicked like, you know, in 5 seconds. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's true. Drill instructors sometimes will jump your shit out and just throw shit around and stuff. And like I ended up with like a whole bunch of like random new underwear, new skivvy shirts, like random socks, and you know, and I lost some stuff too, like pens, freaking envelopes, and all this other crap. So just make sure you mark all your stuff and you know where everything is, so when they throw it, you know where everything is. You know which one's stuff is yours. Alright, Timothy Squid Patrick. You always have good questions, dude. And like I told that girl that goes with me to college, it's never a bad thing to have questions. It's never a bad thing. Don't ever feel embarrassed or anything like that to have questions, because it's good to be prepared. It's good to know a lot. My experience in DEP was interesting. It seems like a lot of the people that worked there were like hated their jobs and were really pissed off. So it was really interesting. I have really low arcs on my feet. Arches or whatever the fuck you call them. I don't know, I'm Mexican. So if you have flat feet, you can't join. I know it sucks for a lot of people, and they're like, oh, well, what if you wear insoles? I really don't know if there's a waiver for that. They do grab your balls though, and make you cough, which is really, really awkward, but you just have to be mature about it and not laugh. I guess the doctor has seen like a lot of nasty balls, so he doesn't want to do it as much as you want to, so don't freak out about that. So that was my DEP experience. It was pretty interesting. A lot of people were fucking assholes there, mainly because I deal with a lot of fucking know-it-all teenagers and shit. What made me join the Marines? I wanted to join the Marine Corps. I wanted to be like a cop first, and then after 9/11 happened, I want to be that guy that fights the bad guys. I want to be the good guy, like the hero, the guy that people look up to, and in a positive way. If I die, I want to have something showing of what I did in my life. And unfortunately, I didn't really do a lot, and that's mainly why also I'm gonna go off topic here for a little bit, but that's mainly also why I make these videos, so you guys know what you guys are getting yourself into. There's some times where you might not deploy at all. You might not ever see any action at all. I wanted to be a grunt. I wanted to do this. I wanted to kill bad guys, kick in doors, go on convoys, fucking be a machine gunner, all this shit. But I had a new family. I had my daughter was still in her mom's belly and stuff, so I really couldn't just become a grunt and leave my family behind. Also, like, all the slots for the grunts were taken. Either wait to join or join now and go to like an MOS and have insurance coverage for my ex-wife, who was my wife at the time, and my daughter, so in case anything bad happened to her, she'll be taken care of. It sucks knowing that you didn't really do much. I still have trouble with that. It's it's not that I'm bitching about it. I'm grateful for the job, the MOS that I have, which is a machinist and stuff, because I was able to get a job because of that MOS. And I'm not a big believer of everything happens for a reason, because sometimes that's just bullshit, but that's just me. But it still sucks though, because people are like, oh, you're a Marine, cool, did you deploy? No. Did you do this or that? No. And it's not that I'm not blaming anyone. I don't blame anyone but myself for that, because I could have taken action and actually done something to get my ass to deploy or do something. My original plan was to go into an MOS, and then after that to actually transfer or lat move from my MOS to an 03 MOS, which didn't really work out that well for me. It sucks because I didn't get to do a lot of stuff. I mean, I worked on planes. I helped fix stuff. I made some tools for LAVs and AAVs. I mean, I did all this stuff, but to me, I don't feel like I actually... I know I went through boot camp. I did all this boot camp stuff. I did all this MCT crap. And I did my 4 years honorably. I got out honorably. I still feel like I didn't do enough. One of my friends, Mikey Palacio, he is a Marine that passed away. And he got in, I think, a little bit before or after I did. I don't really remember. And he was an MP. And he was killed in Afghanistan, and I think about that almost every day, because what if that was me? Because I wanted to be an MP, and I mean, my daughter would right now not have a father. Sometimes I wish that it was me that was there. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel like I haven't done enough. A lot of people have given up so much for the Marine Corps, and I haven't given up shit. The only thing I've done is fix fucking broken bolts, install helicoils, and that's it. I haven't really done much. I think that's why I kind of want another war to happen, so I can get called back and fucking actually do something and earn my title. It's kind of embarrassing to be in for 4 years and to only have like 3 ribbons, because you haven't gone anywhere, you haven't really done anything, you haven't really experienced the Marine Corps. That's just my personal point of view. It's a shitty point of view, but it's just something I have to deal with. It's my choices that I made, and I could have done some stuff before earlier to change that, but obviously I didn't. Anyways, I joined the Marine Corps because I love the United States. I love all the opportunities that it has given me. I love everything about it. I love how we are so diverse that we have almost every race in the world in one country. That is pretty awesome. I don't really see that in any other countries except here in the USA. I mean, obviously I haven't been anywhere else except Mexico, and that's it, but it's pretty amazing how you can go just drive down the road and then there's like Asian people, Mexicans, African Americans, you know, and all this other fucking variety of different races, which I think is pretty awesome. I said in one of my old ass videos, like from 2 years ago, I think I said something bad about the Army, and I just kind of want to take that comment back, because not everyone in the Army is bad or or just heinous or nasty. Everyone is whoever the fuck they are. They're not, just because one person is an asshole doesn't mean everyone that is related to that person is an asshole as well, you know? So I take the comment back, because the army people are actually pretty cool. Some of them are pretty respectful, and some of them take pride in what they do, and that's pretty cool. Especially the infantry army people, because they're the ones that actually do a lot. Same with our grunts, Marine Corps grunts. Those guys are fucking badass. Even though they talk a lot of shit to other pogues and stuff, whatever. They're usually the ones like that are all angry and shit and always talk down on us. And we're just like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're a pogue, you're nasty, blah, blah, blah. And we're just rolling our eyes while they're talking all this shit. It's like kind of like dealing with your drunk uncle when he's just like, talking. You're like, yep, yeah, I know, I'm nasty. Yep, I got it. So that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you liked about this video. But yeah, thank you for watching my video, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being a loyal viewer, and as always, stay motivated.